Today for the Bitcoin price with DavinciJ15. Guys, this is a very, very urgent video for everyone holding Bitcoin right now. Today we will be pulling up the charts with DavinciJ15 and we will be having a look at where the Bitcoin price is most likely to go right now in the immediate short term. DavinciJ15 wants to pull up some of his indicators right now unfolding in the charts. And also, obviously, I just posted a few minutes ago here before the breakout, as you can see right here, another W pattern is unfolding for Bitcoin on the hourly candles, and my target is this one here. As you can see, I posted it at $13,150 and here you can see right now this W breakout seems to be perfectly playing out as predicted. Is it going to hit our price target or are we going to be rejected? Well, this is exactly what we want to be talking about today. And also guys, as you can see, it is the last day, one day left for everyone. In the pinned comment, $390 for free. If you want to get this bonus, make sure you take advantage of this link here in the pinned comment. I will be leaving it for you on top of the comment section right here. If you click the link and you deposit some Bitcoin, you get this bonus completely for free. We will be talking about all of that, about potential trades, trading setups, price targets, and much, much more. Towards the end of the video, we not only want to talk about the lockdowns, about DaVinci's price targets for 2021. No, more importantly, in the end, we will be showing you exactly all positions of DavinciJ15's portfolio. We will be showing you the whole portfolio completely exclusively today for the MMCrypto family. So make sure you take a seat, you watch this video until the very end, where we are going to show you the portfolio. You sit down, you scroll down, you smash up the like button to a new all-time high. Let's hit 4,000 or 5,000 likes. Also smash the subscription button, the bell, and also press on all. And with that being said, I want to come finally to the most important question of today. DavinciJ15, how are you doing today, my man?
In the butt, 5 by 5, man. Wow, Bitcoin has pumped up and dropped back down. We're going to talk about a little bit of that today, and how on our last episode together, right? I showed people, hey, you know what? You want to scalp this because I knew it was going to go a little bit higher, right? I showed you how to scalp, and boy, did that scalp work out perfectly. Could have went the other way, but it did work out, and I hope some people took that scalp trade because, man, that would have been a nice little bit of profit there.
For sure, for sure. I remember my price target was actually very nice, 13,700, but yours was even more on point, 13,800. So even closer to the high. Very good, DaVinci. Let's see, what are your price targets? What are your trades? What are your expectations for Bitcoin right now? So let's pull up the charts. The stage is yours, and I think we have very interesting things after the TA as well. So stick until the end, guys.
All right, yes, let's just bring up some charts and see what's going on. All right, so as you know, right, we were looking at this AB equals CD, and I think we're effectively completed this AB equals CD. So possibly the most likely scenario is that we're headed down. The most likely scenario is that we break this line, we come down, right? We maybe come down to the 12,000 or further down to the 11.5 is where we're going to see price action. We might come back up to get all the bulls all happy and then like really hammer them later on. But we'll wait for that to see how that plays out. But here's the low probability scenario I want to talk about. The low probability scenario, which all you Bitcoin bulls out there and moon boys out there want to see, right?
Including me.
The lower probability scenario is that if Bitcoin passes this level and does not break below, close below this line, the purple line, if we do that, if we come up to the 13,868 and we break above that, doesn't matter if it's a close, we break above that, Bitcoin could lose its mind. I mean, I swear to God, you see this picture right here, right? It would be absolute slaughter. I mean, you could throw in the 100x longs, right, and just destroy, right, with your spear right in the heart of the bears, man. because you know what? This is Bitcoin.
Exactly. I mean, I agree with you. I had the same price, like very close to your price target. Actually, was also my price target. It was my last price target. So obviously, I wouldn't be betting with my whole stack here of Bitcoin breaking this level. But the thing is, once we break it, I even think like a daily candle of $1,000 is easily possible, since the next logical price target would be 20,000. Of course, we have to break it before we are popping the champagne bottles. But I think this psychological level of 13.8 is extremely important right now. I truly agree with you. But you said there's a higher probability scenario, and that's the downwards momentum. What would be your price target for that?
Yeah, unfortunately, we do have like a little bit of a divergence here on the histograms of on the daily here. You can see it's not that clean, and the RSI is not confirming it. So I'm not going to count that as a divergence. But if we go down to the 4-hour, unfortunately, the 4-hour is showing a clear divergence. Right, and a double divergence, and it's a double divergence. Let's take a look. Yeah, it looks like it. Oh my goodness, yes. yeah, this is very powerful. We're getting a double divergence, right, happening with the RSI, right? So yeah, people, do not be looking too bullish on this. It's not looking too bullish, but so you could set some, if we break out here, looks like we want to break this this kind of this W here. I don't like it. It doesn't look that clean. And if we do pull it off, it doesn't matter. It's probably only going to go to like the 13,550 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or maybe a little bit higher.
Can I jump in for a minute? Can I jump in for a minute? Because I just made a tweet about that. I'm glad that you're mentioning this potential W breakout here. Everyone who is subscribed to the @MMCrypto channel on Twitter, by the way, there is also an @DavinciJ15 channel on Twitter where DaVinci is posting very regularly. Make sure you check it out. You saw here that I just posted 1 hour ago that another potential W pattern is unfolding for Bitcoin. In this moment, it wasn't all too beautiful. I posted it at 13,100, as you can see. And I also mentioned a very similar price target like DaVinci here of 13,500, 600. So if you want these signals or whatever potential signals, however you want to call it, make sure you subscribe to both DavinciJ15's and my Twitter channel here on Twitter. The links will be given down below. And if you go over here to the hourly chart, you can see that maybe this is actually going to be the breakout I predicted earlier here. So let's wait and see here if it plays out, but the links are down below. And yeah, back to you, DaVinci. Just wanted to push it out here since I just posted it like an hour ago before the breakout.
Yeah, no problem. And now you can see, right? We go from here to this level right here, right? That's the next high, right? And that's the price action was going higher, and then we did it again from here to right about here. So let's just change that on the diagram down there. So right about there, you can see price action is going higher, but the indicators are going lower. You can see the same problem showing up for the divergence here on the histogram. It's not the cleanest divergence, and that's why I was saying it was going to go probably higher. But this one is definitely a clean divergence. And so all of this, you can also consider the whole thing a complete divergence from here to there as well. And you can see the divergence, the clearer divergence, which has been confirmed on all indicators, both the MACD and the RSI. So you can see it's been confirmed, right? And if you guys want to know how to confirm a divergence, basically you can see you start from the top, the highest point to the lowest point. If this is a bearish divergence, and then you look for in between those 2 points, the lowest point, right, for the bearish divergence, and then you put the point liner there, and then if it breaks that line right after the divergence, that's a confirmation. If it does not break, that's a non-confirmation. It could go higher, and it could really mess with you. So don't wait for the confirmation. Now, after the confirmation, what do you do? Well, as a trader, what I do is I look for what's called a reversal after the confirmation. reversal, because usually you get a reversal, especially on the 4-hour, you get a reversal back up and then it rolls back down. So generally, there's two ways to play the reversal. One is either look for the 61.8, most likely because Bitcoin loves the 61.8, or the 78.6. That's my Hail Mary trade, and that's when I'm interested in hitting the Hail Mary is at the 78.6, because I call it a Hail Mary because once the price action is moving up to that trade, that short trade, you're like this. And let me just switch screens, right? You're like this. You're doing the Hail Mary. Hail Mary, Mother of God.
Yeah, I was already expecting another meme.
Especially now.
Yes. Man, Da Vinci, I love your things. Like, I can clearly see you are a trader for a long time. You always have the perfect memes and metaphors for everything. Thank you so much for this. It was a very, very nice detailed view for both scenarios playing out. We know exactly when A happens, we are going to do A. When B happens, we are going to do B. And this is what makes a successful trader. We have all probabilities on this probability function, or all possibilities on this probability function. And this is exactly what makes a successful trader. Thank you so much for that, Da Vinci. I wanted to mention something else, and really everyone wait here until the end. We will be showing Da Vinci's whole portfolio, the exact positions he's holding right now from Bitcoin to the smallest holding. We will be showing you all of them. Wait until the end. But I wanted to show you something else, and maybe you saw, wow, look at this. I hope this W is going to play out. By the way, subscribe to our Twitter channel. But look at this. So you probably saw it on Ivan on Tech or somewhere else. Everyone is showing here my tweet off. And I wanted to show you this because I'm from Germany. I thought I have to make a video on it. I made a video earlier. It is popping up on top of the screen. Look at this. They are saying Germany just announced another lockdown. The crazy news is that the businesses which have to close will get up to 75% of their revenue in freshly printed money. What I was saying is buy Bitcoin, guys, or hold Bitcoin if you're holding it already. Because this news, what it is actually telling us is that the governments out there in Germany and also many other governments, they will be handling the next lockdown a little bit differently. So many of these businesses, they will be out of business for a month or two or however long, as long as this lockdown is going to continue. But the thing is, they will be supporting these businesses with freshly printed money. And the thing is, you don't have a GDP, like you don't have goods and services being created on the other side. And that's the problem. If you just print with a GDP declining, this is like a huge gunpowder in this fuel of inflation or hyperinflation potentially. This is why I wanted to ask you, Da Vinci. You are the number one person to ask these kind of questions. What is your prediction, not only for the economy, maybe even for the stock markets, and more importantly, for Bitcoin, considering all of these news unfolding on the horizon right now?
Yes, I found it very incredible that nobody in this parliament, in this government, was thinking, yeah, that's a bad idea, because you know what? I remember back in the days there was something called Weimar Germany, and they had something called a hyperinflationary event because they just printed a bunch of money. Isn't that going to be a problem that if we do that again? I mean, but I'm sure they're because the problem is, right, we get these people from the what's it called, MMT, and I want to show you guys this.
And then, guys, look at this. I mean, it blew my mind. Da Vinci showed it to me before recording. This is actually the reality right now, or this is going to be the reality. Da Vinci, the stage is yours, please.
Yes. So modern monetary theory, right, says that, you know what, they can print as much money as they possibly can. It doesn't matter. They'll be able to soak up any kind of inflation through taxation, basically, right? And I don't know. You've told me about the Laffer curve, right? Yeah. And that shows you that, hey, if they raise the taxes, at some point, they're not going to get any more money. They're not going to get any more percentage of revenue. So, and the reason why is because people either leave or find ways to evade the taxes and so forth. So they're only going to be sticking money into the system, and that's never going to get. They're going to be able to take out. And I don't understand why they don't see this. Why do they believe this nonsense? it's clear that economic theory is clear. I mean, if you create more of something, the value is gonna drop, and they're gonna create a whole lot of it. Like oh yeah, it doesn't matter. Nothing changes if you print more money. You all know that this is not true. Even a 5-year-old could see that this is not going to work.
Exactly. Can we go to the phase mode? I wanted to ask you something else, because what we usually have right now is the Keynesian theory. The whole central banking system is built upon it. And in my opinion, this is already horrible, obviously. But at least in theory, it says, well, in bust phases, we have to print, and in boom phases, we have to contract the circulating supply. But what you just showed us, this MMT, it is completely negating the contracting. So this is just printing. And well, if we have a virus or whatever, like one of these force majeure things, then we just print more exponentially, and there's nothing bad going to happen to the economy. This is not the reality, guys. This is not why we are in Bitcoin. This is actually the reason why we are in Bitcoin. This is not why... This is not why we are trading Bitcoin or whatever. This is the exact reason why we are holding it, because we know the implications from that for that. And I wanted to ask you, Da Vinci, also, considering all of this, what do you think is going to happen to especially the Bitcoin market here, price-wise, maybe in the next 12 months or so? Do you think we will see some implications on the Bitcoin price?
Definitely. I think in the short and long term, we're going to see a definite increase in Bitcoin price, because I'm sure a lot of these businesses that will be getting this free cash will be like, yeah, this is not going to work. They're going to look for ways to protect their wealth, and some of them are going to find Bitcoin, and they're going to pile in. And believe you me, if we break that 13,800, they're going to find Bitcoin pretty fast.
They are going to find it pretty fast. Our videos are going to be recommended to completely different people, to people putting inflation in YouTube, to people putting in buy gold. Our videos will be popping up because they will be so relevant. I hope at least that YouTube is going to show it to them. Who knows? But you are 100% right, Da Vinci. I think this is inevitable, and I think Bitcoin is an inevitable solution for every single one out there who is going to be hit by this inflation. So I think price targets of 1 million or higher are easily possible. I'm not talking about this year, not necessarily next year. I'm talking about a 5-10 year horizon. I think this is for sure going to happen if the things are going to continue like this. Thank you so much for that, Da Vinci. But this is the reason why many people were waiting for so long. They want to see your portfolio. Can you maybe pull up the desktop again and show us your portfolio breakdown? And it was not a clickbait. We will see the exact positions Da Vinci is holding from Bitcoin down to the smallest one.
All right. So yes, let me just bring up my chart here. So I'm not going to show you the prices of everything, right? I'm just going to show you basically on cointracking.com, right? And you can go there by cointracking.DavinciJ15.com, and you can actually see that's what I use, and you can use that for your tax purposes as well. And that's what we use in Pandora's Wallet. If you subscribe to Pandora's Wallet, you'll have access to that link. Now, as you can see, this is my whole portfolio. You can see I have a lot of cryptocurrencies. I think there's even more, right? Because this is a page 1 of 25 here. There's a whole list of cryptocurrencies that I own. And yeah, I have the breakdown of all the prices and stuff. And you'll be able to see that if you subscribe to Pandora's Wallet, and you'll be able to do so, right, at a discount of 70% off. So yeah. If you're interested, just check out the links in the description below, and you'll be able to get 70% off Pandora's Wallet.
Exactly. And everyone who wants to know the percentage breakdown or the breakdown, you can screenshot here this picture. But if you actually also want to see the total amounts and all of Da Vinci's strategies, well, this is in Pandora's Wallet. I will be leaving you the link down below in the description, in the pinned comment. I think if you are interested in these total numbers, if you are interested in his strategy, in some trades, in his private Telegram group, this is the way to go. I think you are running a discount right now, so make sure you take advantage of that in the pinned comment down below. And Da Vinci, thank you so much. Today was truly a very, very juicy one. And going over here to this W chart, Bitcoin seems to be breaking out. Let's see if my caller actually we made just before the breakout is here going to pan out. So far it is looking quite nice, but always keep the bearish divergences in mind. The price target of this one was approximately 13,600 to 13,700 US dollars. Thank you so much for that, Da Vinci. And do you have anything else to share before we are wrapping it up?
Yeah, let's bring up the chart one last time, because it's very interesting what we're seeing here, and maybe we could talk about what we can possibly go, how far this thing can go. Yeah, we broke out. I was thinking about the short right about here. Of course, it didn't work out. We broke out here. There's lots and lots of bulls, right? But that's the name of the game when you trade. You know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This ABCD is busted out, so this is not going to count. It's not going to happen like that. So what we have to do is look for a 61.8 retracement up here. So this price action can come all the way up to the 61.8, I think, before we see any kind of turnaround. And you can see the 1.618 is also there as well. So keep that in mind. I think it's too late to get into a long trade by the time you see this video. And so maybe a short trade will be in the cards. Stop lossing it to 78.6, because if we go to 78.6, it's not much more room before we bust through the 13,875 or something like that. And then we're going to get FOMO. We're going to get like institutional FOMO like you've never seen before.
Thank you so much, Da Vinci. Thank you so much for that words in the end. And yes, now let's wrap it up. I want to get this video out as soon as possible. Thank you everyone for watching the video. Thank you everyone for smashing up the like button, leaving your thoughts down below, sharing the video with your friends. It is truly appreciated, and it helps us a lot, helps the algorithm rolling. And with that being said, Da Vinci, do you have any last words to share before we are wrapping up today's video?
Yes, always play from a position of strength and don't get wrecked.
Do not get wrecked, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, bye-bye.